Good evening, everybody. We are back from the carnival Elation, and did you know this ship was commissioned in 1998? So she's also the oldest ship in the carnival fleet. Now, and taking that she is old, we're going to discuss some things, but I'm going to remind you all. This is my review of this ship. This was my review only. Yes, my husband has made some recaps in the videos that I will add to this. But you got to remember, there was 900 children on this ship. This was during Easter, but I still should have enjoyed my cruise. Small ship. So let's get to it. We left at 6 a.m. from our house. 4-hour trip, uneventful. No traffic, straight to the pier, because we live inward Georgia that hooks right up to Jacksonville, Florida, and right to the pier. We never had to go on any highways, the way I like it. Got parked across the street, $10 instead of paying the big price. Took a shuttle straight on over, right to the front door. That's the sign to me that they were having technical difficulties with their systems, so people were backed out into the road waiting to get in. We had people texting on the page and on Facebook, "Oh my God, this line's so long. You're on the ship. You're so lucky." Blah blah blah. And I was like, waiting for y'all to arrive. Now, something else I noticed: we were able to put up. We had Fasten the Fun. Your card had this little thing on that, and we were able to put our stuff in our room, but we leave. Be respectful. So we got a couple of drinks. It still take an awful long time for people to get on. But when they finally did, they told us all to go to our muster drill. Normally, they just scan one person in your party. And if you have kids, they put the bracelets on. This took forever. They scanned everybody, which I thought was weird. And they were putting all the bracelets on the kids. And then they made us stay and do the muster drill. They were having technical difficulties with their system. We were standing in the casino in the roundabout area. Everybody was, and they were dying. Kids were getting confused, crying, 4-year, 6-year-olds, little babies. They wanted to go. So by the time that was done and the ship was moving, okay, let the fun begin. We got to go to our dining room. We got to meet some really nice people that were there every night. We had a full table. We had 6 o'clock setting. The other restaurant is for anytime dining. The only 2 restaurants. There are no specialty restaurants on the ship except for Guy's Burger and the Rat Place, which we'll talk about that later. Now, dining food came cold a lot of the nights. And yes, John, I complained, so did my husband and my table mates. So we did not wait till the cruise was over. We complained. We got something different, not the same meal, only because I didn't want it after that. So that's okay. So then we went and walked around. We got to relax. We went back to the room. We were tired. Went to bed kind of early. Next day was Easter. We went out, put out eggs and ducks, and all the kids all dressed up. It was great. We had a sit-down breakfast in the main dining room where they have anytime dining, and we had some breakfast. The menu, there's nothing special about the menu. My husband saw this avocado toast, so he wanted to try it. And I had fried eggs. I'm limited to what I can eat. And some bacon every day. Well, fried eggs should be yolk in the middle, right? Just checking. No. Mm-mm. And I said, "Oh, no, it's not yolky." He brought it back the same way. So there, John, not my fault. Their fault. So, because he says we don't complain, and I do. So we ate what we ate, and we got up and we left, and we walked. I had to do my walk because I didn't gain any weight. So we walked the walk, at least 5,000 steps. Then we went to find some games to play, relax, check out the casino. We just had a good time, and we had a little salad in the buffet. Now, the buffet is not very big. It's very simple, and with 900 kids, you couldn't really get to the ice cream. So, and with 900 kids, you couldn't really get around the pool. So we decided to go to the Serenity. The Serenity was small, but teenagers and young parents were bringing their kids back there. So we had to tell them kindly, and they were not happy about it. So we had to get a cast member or an employee or a carnival family, however you want to put it, to ask them nicely to leave. And they didn't like it. Guys, there's signs there. I know what you're trying to do, but I got you. Follow the rules. Now, the next thing is, in the buffet, there's a sports bar. I've never seen that before. I didn't think that was a good place for it. It had all the TVs on with all the games going on. In the buffet. So, okay, now you had the sports deck up top where the golfing was a little strange, little golf course. But the one time I was able to play it, it was late at night, and there was only one ball and 2 putts in there. Evidently, the teenagers and kids have taken them and was running around playing with them, but they were not on the golf course. Never really saw anybody in the back area, but that was where the kids zone was, and I didn't have any young kids, so I figured that wasn't a place for me to be. But there were a lot of them running around, sliding, goofing off up there, and I was just like, got to be careful here. Now, next thing is, all the buffets that I've ever been to on all the cruise line, there's someone telling me, you can't come in here unless you have shoes on or a shirt and shorts on. They never enforced that rule on this ship. There was people running around with wet feet, dripping bathing suits all through the buffet, made the floor slippery and dangerous. These wet signs were everywhere. Okay, so just take that into consideration. 2, they had difficulties with their systems for 2 shows, and I didn't get to see either one of them. The first one with the Love of Marriage game, I didn't get to see that. It ran an hour late, and I got tired and a headache, and I had to go to bed. They did finally get it running. The other one was the comedy club, where the comedians that were on the ship were going to do their final show together, which I was dying to see that. I've never seen that on a cruise ship, so hey. Well, I didn't get to see that. Wait in line for about half hour till they moved it to the big stage, and the problem was that Deal or No Deal was still going on. It had about 25 minutes, plus I believe there was another show that was supposed to be between the 2. And so I didn't get to see that show, which was sad. Otherwise, no, the shops were small and limited what they can give you. And I mean, it was just like a kiosk kind of thing. So really, that wasn't. My husband needed NyQuil. Thank God I brought some. I did find it, and the NyQuil they had on the ship was $20, and I'm thinking I can get that home for $7. So we found it. We found it. Now, going on to, you can find this on the Elation 19th to the 24th on Facebook. Just look it up, and you will find where everybody on the 24th, when they were leaving, was complaining about all the children of all ages, disrespectful, running, banging on doors, using the hallways as racetracks, doing the elevator thing. I mean, you name it, they were doing it, and where was the parents? I have to agree. Where was the parents? My husband said he went for a walk at 2:30 because he couldn't sleep because all the kids running in the hallway. And he found a teen club was still open. Well, that kind of shocked me. Okay, and so I was like, sorry, even though he had earplugs, it didn't help any. So, yeah, my biggest complaint was the things that to me were minor things, but yes, my biggest and truly disgust and complaint was our room was perfect size. Layout was bad, but because we had bed, you're the window, okay? Here's the bed. I do have pictures. Okay, here's the bed. Here's the bunk. Comes down on the foot of the bed. So my husband had to get on his knees and go to one side or the back. He said, why don't you just put the bunk up? Well, the lever on this was broken. Couldn't put it up. No plugs worked in our room. Not one. Not the USB ports, none of them. that explained to me why people are sitting on the floor next to a plug in a common area charging their phones and laptops and tablets. Yes. Yeah. And the hub didn't work half the time. Everyone's complaining why it was disconnecting. That, technically the hub shouldn't disconnect. It's free internet. But it did. And also, the hub was not always correct. I'm proof of that. I won 2 games. I was trying to find some games. And because we stayed on back to back, and it was the same port, I wasn't getting off. Well, let's just say, when I got this, I thought, wait a minute, there is trivia, because none of the words used on the hub was trivia. Celebrate music, celebrate this. None of it said it was trivia. So when I saw it said trivia, I went down there. I missed the first one. I was a little upset. My husband came back on board, and I told him, I said, but look, he said, no, that's not on the hub. I said, screw that hub. And I showed him this. Well, I came up to the guy, and the guy says, well, that's never right. I said, he took a picture of mine because his hub didn't show all those games on it either. But I won 2 of them. So, yeah. Myths and oldies, my time, my gentleman guys, Aerosmith, things like that. So, yeah. So I did have some fun. Yes, I had some fun. I walked around, met some nice people. The crew was outstanding, trying to keep up with the kids. The security kept doubling and doubling. I saw one every now and then. I saw 2 walking together. Then I kept seeing one in the hallway, 2, one at the other. We were midship. There was 2 elevators. There was some at the elevator. They were everywhere. Okay. Also on deck 6, and you will see this in my video. The laundromat. Now, it's $2 to buy soap, so try to take your own soap. It's $3 to wash, $3.50 to wash, $3.50 to dry. So, just remember that. And, yes, I washed my clothes on the second leg of the back-to-back. So, yeah, just let you know that. I do not know if this new ship, Valencia, will have it, but I will check it out if they do. So that is my review for right now. That is all I have to say. I will share some of my videos with you in little clips. So stay tuned for more. Like I said, again, these are my views and my experience only. You don't have to agree with it. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Hi guys, I'm on deck 6, even side, midship. That's where they put the laundry room. That's right, if you're staying on the Carnival Elation, you have a laundry room. Isn't that cool? So I'm looking at the prices of the soaps and everything. They are as if they were going to a laundromat. They take actual change, not your room key. Was a shame. A lot of people, it's a little hard to bring laundry soap on. So yeah, I did not. I thought you used your key, but here they are. Yeah, washers and dryers. Washers on the bottom, dryers on the top. Pretty cool. They have a sink here if you want to rinse something out, some hand soap. That's really cool as well. Pretty spaces. Like I said, it is midship on deck 6, even numbers. So you'll understand what that means. But with 2 ironing boards, it's pretty good. So I did find it. It does exist. There's lots of directions on how to use things, the dryers. I guess some people have been in here, didn't clean up after themselves after doing the laundry. I do have no change. There's no change machine in here, which is sad. They do not use your card key either. So to get money, you would probably have to go to ATM or to the casino to get quarters. So that's fine. Here's the map. So remember, deck 6, even numbers, midship. Okay, if you're looking for the laundry room, I think it's a great idea. So you don't have to do laundry service, put it in a bag. They charge you outrageous. And it's the price of a real laundromat. No gadget here. See you all later.
Get out! Every ship you go, we sing for you. Every song we sing for you. When you come back, we want to serve you again, 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 again. So baby, tell me that you'll be back for me. Hold me like you never let me go. Never let me go.
My dear guests, do you want some more? Do you want some more entertainment? Yes, here's the deal. For the past few days, your dining room team has been entertaining you. They have been singing for you. They have been dancing for you. Tonight, they want you to dance along with them. If no dancing, there is no reason for you already have.
Hi guys, this is deck 4, room 127. That's right, and here's my review with 3 people, 3 adults in this room. And we're going to start with the shelves because there are no dresser drawers here. My husband, who's the very tall one, got the top 2. There's the safe, and my son got the 2 bottoms. These are just big enough to fit your shoes. Now, first closet is mine. There wasn't enough hangers to hang up my stuff, so I used it as a dresser. There is my shoes, soda, and my towels that I haven't used. This lovely one here, and you all seen these before, but my son and husband is in this one. Lots of hangers. Things we purchased are right there. It's important that you know there's a lot of rooms. Your mustard drill is on deck 9 in the casino B by the Japanese small little stand, but it's right there as soon as you enter the casino. Let's go talk about this bathroom. Bathroom has no place for anything important. No place to put anything, no countertop, nothing. It is roomy. Don't get me wrong, I love the size of this shower, except for this. So when we take a shower, it sucks in. There's no way of not getting around water coming on this floor. So don't try to fight it. Now, second thing is with lovely little table. Of course, this is me cleaning off because we did a back-to-back. And yeah, this is the refrigerator where we've kept our sodas. And I honestly have to say that's a keeper right there. Love the fact that's an actual refrigerator. Nice mirror. Now, this is attached. I don't like that. So, yeah, that's attached. Here's a beautiful bed. They call it the king, but I don't think it is. Cute little guy. Look at the pee-pee. Now, we got 2 more over there. This is the bunk bed for my son. Nice layout, very large room, great place to store your stuff. Now, you got to remember, we're starting to pack up. So, we have plenty of room, never tripped over anything except for this. My husband's 6'7", so he kind of touches the ceiling. For him to get through here, he has to bend over like praying and scoot to the other side. Now everyone says, why don't you just climb over the bed? We don't put feet on beds, but he can't because, once again, he almost hit that sprinkler. This, I don't believe, is in the very best of spot. Now, if we knew the room was here like this, we would have said 2 separate beds, because I believe this would have gone underneath this bunk, and we would have had a bed somewhere in here coming out this way. And that would have made a big difference when it comes to getting around in the room. Just letting you know, guys, that's Nassau, Bahamas outside that window. We are on deck 4. Perfect view. Love the window shelf. Most cabins on cruise lines don't have those. This one is not as big as the one we had on the Mardi Gras. Huge. It was a big half circle. Loved it. Entertainment on the TV is better than the other cruise ships that I've been on. So if you just want to rest and get away, you will have a good variety of TV shows. There's a movie playing in the Starlight Lounge every day to go check out a movie. So that's our review on our stateroom. My particular review on the stateroom. So if you don't mind, please hit that like, subscribe, and check out the notification, because this channel is dedicated to reviews on cruise ships. The good, the bad, and the ugly, to tell you how they handle problems, how things run smoothly, their food review, their cabin review, and I do it individually so one does not run into the other. So you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you at the next video. You want to play?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he didn't hear you. Come on, I wouldn't mind playing. Where's the stuff at?
Getting you? On the other side.
I'm sorry.